Can't be jealous of 72.
Really?
Well, I don't know because, I mean, let's be clear. Wendy's jealous of you.
I don't owe him anything. I don't owe him anything.
Because there's no feelings in business.
Sweetie, maybe you talk to other men like that, but
Of course
I don't
do.
need
I
to.
sit at a
I don't know
boardroom
what you're
table
talking
with
about.
all men, okay?
So be
I'm the
blessed.
only female.
When I met my husband, I had been receiving chiropractic care for years. So when we were introduced to the joint model, it was a no-brainer for us. We soon became owners in the North Carolina and Virginia markets. And now we are the regional developers for DC and Maryland as well.
Black female at the boardroom table.
Girl, I'm the only black female that's a professor at Johns Hopkins, and I'm the youngest professor at Johns Hopkins.
Hi, I'm Wendy Osefo. I am a visiting assistant professor at the School of Education.
So don't tell me how to be a boss because I am a f***ing boss. You understand that?
Wendy Osefo is an education professor at Johns Hopkins University, and she's a doctor. So Dr. Wendy, we are going to start with you.
Wendy Osefo is the definition of an accomplished woman, a professor, political analyst, and entrepreneur. She made headlines for earning her PhD in public affairs and community development from Rutgers University, the first black woman to do it in the university's history.
I thought that because time has passed, you guys were going to have a conversation last night. That didn't happen.
It's a debate at all times.
I take accountability for my choice of words that could have hurt Mia, and I can apologize for my role and how I aided and escalated in the evening. That's what I can say.
You really have done such a great job, though.
Oh, thank you.
It was good for me until last night at dinner.
You know, I gotta be accused of all this other stuff and, you know, like I'm being desperate to be around this group.
Just say you just don't want her around, so you're just trying to find a reason to be mean to not have her around.
I didn't understand Robin's personal attack on me.
Honestly, I think that Karen did not like that Sharice was the one with the connections
Robin,
that put the group
that
together.
is not true.
That is
That
the
is so not
philanthropist. That
true.
is the
That
true
is not true. And we're
socialite in
all-
Potomac. I see you for who you are.
That is what it
Because-
looks like to you, and I
because
receive
all
that, Robin, but that's your opinion, and
all
it's
that
wrong
dramatic
as
shit
usual.
yesterday, that
It's
was
wrong
some
as
bullshit.
you. The way she did it, it was a venomous attack on me.
Thank you. When Robin was at her lowest, when she and Juan first got divorced, Sharice was very supportive and was there for her.
What is the status of your relationship with Juan? Juan and I, we are still living together. We're still raising our kids together. I like to say we function as a family. It really just works for us, but just as far as like actually being in a romantic relationship, we're not quite there yet. But neither one of us has ruled that out. We're just trying to continue to grow as individuals and to make sure our kids are straight. And then, you know, hopefully we'll at least start to make time for one another.
So you're saying there's no romance?
I mean, what do you consider romance?
You know, in the bedroom. Just saying. That's what they really want to know.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. So they do have fun.
So Sharice has always been an integral part in Robin's journey, period.
But this is
Baby
not about
shower.
Sharice. I want to stop talking about Sharice.
I don't fuck with that woman because I don't fuck with that woman. And it's not because she got some tea on me. I want you guys to watch. And I know you all will agree when the truth comes out that you wouldn't fuck with her either. So 5 years ago, this person and I were not friends. And that person had been kicked off the bus. That person was fired. So let's repeat the moisturizer, by the way, washing again. I do it twice. So that person had been fired, and we are not friends. So imagine how my family and myself felt when this person showed up at my mother's funeral. We were in shock. We didn't know what to expect. I sort of suspected, but didn't know for sure. So we decided to give her grace and extend her grace, and was hoping that she was coming out of the kindness of her heart and there was a change afoot with her. Needless to say, we were wrong. Within months of attending my mother's funeral, she was at Candace's 1-year anniversary party trying to talk about it on film. I was able to shut it down then. Fast forward now, she's trying to get back on the bus by any means necessary, once again, bringing up my mother's funeral.
I don't want to talk about Sharice. No,
It's
no.
inherent Because that
You could be
triggered Robin.
loyal to whomever in this friend group.
Jacqueline, are you okay? Because y'all sit next to each other. Y'all didn't want to sit next to each other. Y'all refused to sit next to each other on the bus.
There's probably no point of return with this one because we got in an argument. It was very nasty on the plane.
Okay.
It
Yes.
was very embarrassing.
I witnessed. I mean, y'all aren't even speaking.
And it's not okay.
What I'm not okay with is her thinking that she can take jabs at me and I can't reciprocate. That's where I draw the line.
Okay.
So, Mia, why is it okay for you to sleep with Gordon when he was married, but then call out Jacqueline for doing the same thing?
You better not ever talk about a married man. I better not ever catch you. What you think you did when you met yours? Huh?
Mia said, if she's winning, you winning, right?
Yeah.
So she bought your Porsche.
Honey, I make my own coins.
It is in my name, so I income qualified to get the vehicle.
Yes.
Did you help me put a down payment on it because you knew that at that moment I was spending a lot of money to get out of this unhealthy relationship and you wanted to give me a cushion because you love me?
She loves you.
I was like, I just want clarity.
Right.
Like, because who's buying the car? Is this Gordon buying you a car? Like what's going on here?
You driving a Porsche, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm thinking, Mia done bought your car.
Her car is in her name. Yes. What's that?
I just visited Giselle. Mia and Jacqueline got to drinking.
Uh-huh.
And I've said I'd never hold anything back from you, so she was too happy to tell me that you and Jacqueline, she peeped you all showering nude together. Where were you in Miami? Were you in the same house?
In my room where I should be. I mean, that's fine if that's what y'all want to do, but we're going to ask questions.
They're in the window.
Yes.
They want to be seen. So you and Jacqueline showered together.
Yes,
Nude.
we do.
Okay, so it's something you enjoy. You know, we know Gordon likes others, right?
And they think we're in some tobacco, like some threesome together.
Oh, us three.
Mia did talk about the fact that, she allowed Jacqueline to have sex with one of her boyfriends years ago, and Mia wanted to watch. You kissed?
No.
You fondled?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, that's what
I thought I wanted to be a gynecologist, so I was like checking cervix and stuff.
Oh, you went into the JJ. Oh.
Okay. You know what?
So I just want to explain that.
She was like, can you just look in there and see what's going on in there?
Was she itching or something?
I wanted to make sure it was all good. I had a flashlight and everything.
You looked inside?
I wanted to go get some tongs too, because that's what I saw. So here's the thing. It's not necessarily that I was coming after her because she was sleeping with a married man. Just don't talk about me not getting any penis at home when you are. She needs to worry about all her different penises, okay?
Our friendship doesn't matter to you. And I have vouched for you for the past how long with these women? No cancer versus cancer. Ooh. I stood the up and told these bitches to sit down.
One of the other things that we saw in episode 1 was the reaction to Mia's post. All right, then we gotta
Which one?
Your post about how you were feeling with your health and the cancer scare. Now that you've seen it, do you understand why there was some confusion around what was going on?
Sure, I can see that, right? I mean, I did originally post something and then I had to go back and I changed it because I really quickly noticed that everybody thought that I said I had cancer, which I do not, thank God. And I am well, I'm alive, and I feel good. But I'm still, going through a lot, and I'm still in testing, and whatever's going on with me, I will prayerfully be healed.
You will.
And I'm gonna work through that, and you guys get to see that. But at the same time, just don't question it. If you have questions, come to me. One of the things that I can't stand is saying something behind someone's back, but you can't say it to my face.
Mia, you know how the show works, right?
Mia!
But listen,
Mia!
I said it to your face.
No, you.
That's what we do.
I didn't talk behind your back. I said it to your face.
You live down the street, honey. You could have came over to my house and said, "Baby cakes, what's going on with your
But that was part of what we talked about later. But we're going to talk about later.
But also, a lot of us did reach out to you, Mia. And
we all did.
All of us reached out to you.
All of us reached out to you.
Everybody reached out to me, and I thank you for that. Thank you, ladies. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, you should have told us because I was literally crying my eyes out.
I not only reached out, I came over and I fed your family. So I want you to know, while the girls, let's be very clear.
Don't get shady with my family.
No, let's talk about it though. The cameras weren't rolling. We were friends. But I came over and I checked on you from my heart, and I fed your children and I spent time with you.
But did you come to feed my children so you can go back and tell everybody that you came to feed my children?
No, but I would think that if you are having a health scare and I have been a true friend to you, that you would say, look,
Because when I
Karen
do something
rode
for somebody,
with me.
I don't go
Karen
back
was
and tell
there
them that
with
I
me
did it to get
to the
kudos.
extent that I could be. So I was going to say this, though. I'm not hung up on that, okay? I do what I do, not for the cameras, but because I'm real. So the girls genuinely had questions, and you and I had actually talked. We were in a good place at that time. I think we'll see where we end up later. And I'm hopeful that it will be in a good place. But their questions, I shared with you in advance that they had questioned you. And hold on. I'm just thinking that while I didn't agree with, your channel of communication, I supported you, and I never questioned once anything about your illness. I just asked you, what could I do to help you?
Right, you
Thank
did
you.
it. But
that for the record.
it's my social media page, so I can post whatever I want to. So I still feel like, you don't question certain things. I never question her post about having like ADD, ADHD, whatever it is that you have. I didn't question it. I just said, hey, baby, I appreciate it.
Your post was questionable. It raised questions. We were confused.
That's a fair statement.
When there's nothing confusing, there's nothing to be questioned, but we were confused.
So I talked to Ashley earlier.
Yeah.
And she told me that Karen and her talked because she was upset about what happened last night and that Karen dropped a bomb.
I think she's full of Well, first of all, it should not be a surprise to Karen that I think she's fake, phony, a bullshit. The things that she was saying to Sharice and
was attack of character. You have been banned from public events because you have attacked people's families.
I don't talk about other people's personal
That's
life
right.
and
Become a
the
husband of
stuff
broke
that
Bill
comes
Gates.
out, and people say things. I mean, people say you have a boyfriend. Do I talk about that? Blue Eyes or whatever his name is?
Sharice has been spreading damaging rumors about me and my family. These rumors totally affected me and my husband.
What are the rumors?
Honestly, I really don't want to talk about it. I really don't, because it's that nasty.
Karen, are you surprised that their friendship has dissolved?
I'm disappointed. The Monique I've grown to know was totally 100% committed to you as a friend. And yeah, she really was very loyal. To
For her
a
to even
fault,
question
to
that
a
is like
fault.
an insult,
Really?
but
So
whatever.
for me, let me finish. Annie says it's my turn.
Yep.
Thank you. I thought there was a genuineness to their friendship, and it was beautiful.
Is there any hope for the two of you? Because it seems pretty bleak.
I'm good.
The word on the street is Monique and her trainer were a wee bit too close for comfort, and her and the dude were out in public together a lot and were seen. And Big Boy found out. And Sharice has told people.
I felt that Karen was very mean girl-ish, the stuff that was coming out of her mouth.
No one talks about relationships except for the fact that Giselle constantly attacks our husbands. So when you attack our husband, we return serve by saying, how can you attack us when we have no one in your life to even attack? Why would you bring a lie on this platform if you know it's a lie?
Because
Why
you're
would you do
breathing
that?
life into it by bringing it up on the show.
So that's why she is Giselle Lax Bryant, because you can't attack somebody if you lack that thing that you're attacking in that other person.
Her point was specifically that you're putting something out there about her husband that's not true.
Don't attack my husband. Yeah. Because that's something I do not play with.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm looking at you because it was your ass having a conversation with Ashley.
Did you tell her what I said?
So I'm putting your ass on notice because what you're not going to do, let's be very clear, is you're not going to play with my husband's name. Don't with my family. If anyone was truly concerned, you can call me, and no one has. So when you sit here on your soapbox and try to say, I'm not getting through to you, no, you're not going to get through to me, because if you really wanted to, you could have a one-on-one and call me. So let's not play the theatrics, because I'm not here for that today. I think it's always funny to hear her say that
people are insecure when she's really the most insecure person in our group. She deflects all the time. She never wants to talk about her issues, and she does things to purposely hurt people. So I'm okay with where we are, but when we think of insecurity, it's Giselle's face, literally, in the dictionary.
So you were on the hater list, and
hating on this?
Robin. So honestly, at this point, we are oil and water, and I'm fine with that. All right.
And I don't care about like filtering myself or saying things that I think would be well received by the audience. For example, not inviting Wendy's kids to the play date.
This is not okay. Why is that not okay? It's just the kids. I said, Candace, can you take on an auntie role, reach out to Wendy, say, Wendy, I got your kids, I'll bring them, and Wendy declines.
You should have been bigger than that.
Yeah, I know that that's not a good look. But guess what? I'm a human being. And if I'm literally arguing with someone, and you saw there's a lot of stuff you didn't see. She called me the devil. She told me all of Baltimore was going to come after me. Like, if I'm literally in an argument with someone, yeah, I'm not speaking to you. Like, that's human nature. And I want to know what person in their right mind would turn around to a person and say, oh, would you like to come to family day? You know, but I have all these people messaging me, oh my God, it's too horrible. The kids are off limits, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but their mom is not.
We saw that season 5, there was a very healthy conversation with the housewives after Monique and Candace got into their altercation.
Right.
There was a sit-down conversation that all of you ladies were a part of.
Mm-hmm.
May I ask you, was that same grace given to you after that moment?
Traitor Face said that.
You know what, Wendy? You got one more time.
Imagine a woman throwing a drink on another woman for not calling a man.
No.
What type of woman does that? Look at you. Look at the CEO. Look at the CEO. Look at the CEO. Look at the CEO. That's why you getting up. You gonna throw another.
Well, in Maryland, what the hell?
Like, you embarrassed yourself. You embarrassed your whole business.
Y'all are gonna see a lot of people eat their words. Y'all remember everybody's position, how, you know, this is not what we do. We're better than this. Watch. Pay close attention. This season is about paying close attention and paying attention to the ways that the goalpost is continuously moved depending on who is on the receiving end. That's what this season's about. That's what this season's about.
No, stop antagonizing. You antagonize to the utmost. Y'all better get security here for real, because
For what? What are you gonna do?
Shut up! Why are you just getting worried about my life? I've given you the benefit of the doubt.
Please put your fingers out of my face. Please put your fingers out of my face, Robin.
This is putting my
Put your
finger in
finger
your
out of
face. Please don't tell anyone I tried to fight you anymore.
It's dangerous for you to be held back.
As a I was not held back.
You were held back. Maybe you were so drunk you don't remember.
She was not.
After watching the episodes, do you realize Charisse did need to hold you back from Wendy at the dance studio earlier this season?
So we've got some context missing here. She did not. So
the clip shows that she was.
She didn't have to hold me back.
Okay, well, she was holding you back.
She wasn't holding me back.
Okay.
She got up. She even says in that moment, it was a natural reaction to get up.
Karen, I've always felt that way about you since I've met you. I respect a woman that stands up and says, I'm going to speak for my friend. I'm going to defend my friend.
We saw Charisse make an appearance. And Robin, you called her the actual Grand Dame of Potomac.
I did.
So I have to ask you, Ms. Karen, how do we feel about that?
If Charisse were the Grand Dame of Potomac, she would be. She is not. I am. But you gotta give Robin some respect. She and Charisse have history. She's rooting for her old girl.
Robin Dixon's loyalty to Charisse, I'm like, okay, I thought you were up Giselle's bush all these years. But I want to know what this woman called Cha-Cha or Hacha has on her.
Do you agree with Karen that Charisse has dirt on Giselle and Robin, and that's why they dissent her?
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a great question.
Mhm.
I'll go a step further. I think Charisse has dirt on everybody.
Right.
Including Karen.
Right.
That's, to be honest.
If you had cut it off there, we'd be fine. But you went deeper.
I didn't attack
Yes,
your
you
integrity.
did. You told, okay.
I just said I call it like I see it.
Look, I am not mean-spirited. I have known for years. I have stood by you. But you take a dig at me every chance you get.
Well, Karen drinks a lot, for sure. And at the dinner, when Karen was attacking Giselle, I tried to tell Karen to check herself. You telling me to stop coming at Karen. I didn't get that.
No, last night was a straw for me, to be honest. You took my friends in this circle and you told them to look out, be careful. She's fake. I'm not fake. And what is fake is this wedding. And I'm the one that's walking down the aisle again. When is your wedding?
After COVID, when's yours?
It will be soon. In a protected environment where loved ones can come together and wish each other well in a real wedding, in a real relationship.
Parents release form just like everybody else.
And gossip about the people that are sitting there.
Gossip is something that's not true, first of all.
Excuse me?
Ashley, how do you know it's true?
So the person who came into the restaurant is friends with a friend of mine, and apparently she knows Juan really well. And she said that her friend said she's been dating Juan.
Robin, are you in love with Juan? We all think so. I'm rooting for you guys. Oh, thank you. Tanglia Rivers. Oh, thank you. You know what? I think in love is a very strong, that's a very strong term, which I'm not at. But I do love him very much. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Please,
I mean, in love?
please.
Like, if we were in love, then there wouldn't be a question about what the status of our relationship is, right?
Yeah.
I mean, simple, right?
All right, I'm about to run some errands.
Okay.
Get some. I'm too old for this. I'm tired of living like this.
When are you and Juan getting married?
Ooh, Andy, you know the answer. You have to watch the show to find out.
But it's not on the show this season.
No. we talk about it quite a bit.
Okay, well,
So you have to watch and find
That's
out.
a lot of talk.
Do you want it to be like that, though? Huh? Do you want to get back together? Mm-hmm. I wouldn't like share my life with somebody. If I didn't have Courtney Card, I'd be gone already. I want something more.
That look like somebody you know, right?
This is the fun thing.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Nah, you good. That look like somebody you know, right?
Yeah, that looks like. Let me
her.
see.
Yeah, and this man potentially has blue eyes, right?
She used to think she was sneaking out of town, going to restaurants. Bitch, we see you.
By herself?
With someone that wasn't right.
May I see? No, but
You
this
may
was
not.
in Vegas.
You may not. This was.
Oh, why
That
can't
looks
I
like
see?
somebody you know,
I'm
right?
accused. I want to make sure it's good eye candy.
Yeah, that looks like what I thought.
That look like somebody you know? You seen him, Ashley?
The driver, blue eyes?
You seen him? You seen him?
Now, what was your take on Robin and Karen coming at each other tonight with varying forms of evidence about Blue Eyes and Juan?
You know,
Who had the better evidence?
it was Karen's ass.
Oh, hell. Let me just confess my sins. So you were in Vegas with him? Giselle. I'm asking. You said
Giselle,
you're confessing.
you know what,
You said
sweetheart?
you're confessing your sins.
I am not even speaking to you, thou without a man.
Oh.
But was the picture actually incriminating? I mean, it was just two people in a bar.
It wasn't. You're right.
Okay.
Absolutely. You know, so was she there to was she dating him? No, but it was
Right.
definitely her ass.
Okay.